Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again, and this is another STB Market Watch. Now, tonight is Sunday night, the 18th, and as you see here, I have up my pretty much my moon watcher, right? My moon calendar for my moon phases here. You're not gonna understand this if you're not in STB, but what I can just kind of give you a little bit of is that we watch for different moon phases. Okay, and the deeper you get into the game, the more I teach you, because you need to know the basics before I teach you all this. But I'm just showing this calendar because I'm gonna kind of talk about some things I see going on in the market, and we'll have some fun with it. Okay. As you know, on Money Mondays, we always tend to go over the public account. So we gotta go in, see what's going on with the public account. Are we winning? Are we losing? What do we make over the last week or two? All right. So we'll do that as well. Before we get started, though, who am I and why do I do these market watches? My name is Tay Sweat. For all of my new people who are here, welcome. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Show good love because, hey, that's what I'm doing here. I show love. That's how I get my appreciation. That's how I continue. That's what keeps me going. I'll say that. All right. When I see people showing love, liking, commenting, doing all that good stuff, it makes me want to go harder. Okay. Now, why do I do this? Well, honestly, I've been doing this for almost 11 years. I got my start with penny stocks. I always say that because I like to let people know that with penny stocks, these are companies that are usually close to bankruptcy. All right. And in order to trade companies that are losing money and going down fast, you need to know technical analysis. That is the only way to be able to do it. And I'm one of the best when it comes to technical analysis and other things, right? I use other things in addition to technical analysis. Um, that being said, I do this because where I come from, and even when people see my face pop up on their screen, the first thing is traders lose. This guy can't be making any money from trading. Traders lose. 90% of traders lose. Da 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 da. And I always say, no, you're right. 90% of traders lose, just like 90% of the people don't finish books. 90% of the people, and these are real facts. 90% of the people who buy a book will not finish it. They might pop open a couple pages. They may even make it halfway through, but they won't finish the book. 90% of people who start diets don't finish diets or workout plans, right? So that means 90% of the people who start on a journey to lose weight will not lose weight. 90% of the people who start businesses tend to fail, right? 90% of the businesses fail, yes. So the reason why I'm mentioning this, because when people say most traders lose, I say, yes, most traders lose. Most people don't lose weight. Most people don't run successful businesses. Most people don't finish books. It's not it's not a stock market issue. It's not a business issue. It's not a book issue. It's not a diet program issue. It's a personal thing. And what this statistic of 9 out of 10 is telling us is that 9 out of 10 people just don't have the effing balls to stick it out. They don't have the emotions. They don't have the mental capacity. They don't have the discipline. They don't have something to stick it out. Right? They don't have enough skin in the game. I don't know what it is, right? But 90% of the people fail because it's a personal problem. 90% of people suck. That's what I'll say. So if you feel like you're one of the people who don't suck, you feel like you're one of the people who will, give it their all, who will show up, who will, get invested, put some skin in the game, who will, people look at me crazy. I hire coaches all the time. I just hired a new coach, right? People look at me crazy. 90% of the people won't hire a coach. That's another issue, right? So once again, it's not a stock market issue or business issue or any other issue outside of the person. It's a personal issue. Okay. So I wanted to teach the stock market to show that, hey, it's possible. It's just I need the right person. Like I can't plug this into just anybody. I need the right person with the right mentality, right? With the right, risk tolerance, the right mindset to say, no, I invest in myself. I invest in learning and coaching, et cetera, because that's how I got here. That's pretty much every person who's wealthy that I know. That's how they got there. Like we all put money wherever our mouth is. I'll say that. If I say I want to get rich, I'm going to put money into getting rich and learning how to get rich. So once again, that's why I do this, because I wanted to teach people that it's possible and show people what I'm personally doing, so they can never say I never taught you something that works. Okay. That being said, let's go ahead and start diving in. So right now we're gonna leave the moon cycles page. This is just, like I said, it's just my moon cycle page. This is Griffith. I'm sure somebody's gonna ask me. This is Griffith Observatory's website. You know, I don't know what you would do with it other than looking at the moon. But getting into the portfolio, as you see, same portfolio, just kind of showing you some stuff. I've exited and entered some new positions. We got some ARK in there now. I re-entered DNA because I made a really good profit on DNA. I re-entered because I knew it was going to pull back. And now I'm waiting on it to take off again. We've added LMT, one of my favorite stocks. We've added that to the list. Excuse me. We got SARK. This is the short ARK portfolio. So this is a hedge. ARK and SARK. This is a hedge. I see which way both of these are going. So I want to take it to its destination and then drop it off and then go the opposite way. We'll see which one gets hit first. It doesn't matter. I know each target's gonna get hit. That's all I'll say. We got some SQQ because I see the market pulling back here pretty soon. We'll talk about that here in a few when we go over our charts. So yeah, and then everything else is pretty much the same. Like I said, I re-entered Beyond because I made some really good profits on that. Let's see. Yeah, and everything else should be the same. So let's get into the year-to-date gains. As you see, once again, year-to-date, 618 is where we are. Starting in January. Keep in mind, I did not start, this was kind of like a throwaway. This is a throwaway account that I was just, parking a little small amount of money into, and I just kind of let it sit. So I did not start actively trading this account until, I'd say, whenever we started our first STB Market Watch. So this was maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So let's just say, I'll be nice. Let's say 1st of May, I started actively trading this, right? But nonetheless, we're still up $6,000 now. $6,000 in 6 months. It's $1,000 a month on a 20,000, or I started with 25K on a 25K account, right? We've made $6,000 over, let's say, like I said, 6 months. So you're looking at a little over 20%. I can't be mad at that, right? I can't be mad at that. Over 20%. They say the market only does 10% a year. If you can beat 10% a year, you're solid. Well, we're halfway in and I'm up 20%. So we're solid. I got 6 more months. So we'll see. And you'll get to watch me. You'll get to stick this thing out with me and see where is it going, what is Tate doing, etc. We'll see if I end up losing so much money that I go against the market, or if I make more and I beat the market. So and when I do, I'm sure somebody's gonna be an asshole and say something like, "Oh, you did it 1 year, but it can't be done this year." Da, da, da. It's always some shit. Always. You can't please people, so I don't even try anymore. I'm just gonna put the facts out there and let everybody come to their own conclusions. All right. So for month to date, we're up so far 1926, so $1,900 month to date. So in the last 2 weeks, on a $25,000 account, which really we're at 28 now, because I started with 25. I've grown the money over time, but and I've pulled some profit out. So just be mindful of that. But ultimately, like I said, on a, let's just say, $28,000 account, we're up almost 2,000. So once again, for the last 2 weeks, we're up almost 10%. So I can't be mad at that. 10% in 2 weeks, it's pretty solid gains. And we're gonna keep this thing going. So that being said, let's jump into the charts. Let's see what this S&P 500 is going near term, and let's see what I can do to help you position yourself as best as possible in your paper trading account. Because once again, I'm always saying this, I demand you paper trade Anything I teach here, you need to be paper trading. I do not suggest you use real money, right? I'm teaching you new skills. You need to be taking the new skills and applying them via paper trading. You do not trade real money learning new skills. That's just what it is. Once you have been profitable 2 or 3 consecutive months of paper trading, then I'd be okay as a consenting adult if you decided you wanted to put real money into it, because you should know what you're doing at that point. And you should be able to say, no, I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Right. And I say that because newbies or people who don't know what the heck they're doing, they like to blame everybody else. Right. I've been following this new guy on YouTube and he lost me money. It's like, no, what are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? Because this stuff works. It's working for me, it works for my people. So you just don't know what you're doing and you didn't practice it. And that's why you lost. All right. So what I am seeing on the S&P 500 as we bring ourselves over here. Let's see. Still in the uptrend. I like this. Right. We've been kind of, I kind of showed y'all this the other day. We've been in this uptrend for a minute. Let me see. That right there. Boom. So right now what I'm seeing is this this movement here, right? I think this whole move has been like a 3, maybe 3, 4, gave us 5. It's looking like it wants to give us an ABC pullback, right? I'll say that. So this might have to be A though. So maybe A, could be C now. Could be. I need to see how it plays out a little bit more. But what I will say is I do have further room up to go. So I have a price target. Honestly, price targets, but it's one right in this area, like that 45.20. Put something right there. So I do have a price target of like 45.20 to about 45.33, right? So if we can get that, we're looking at the top of this being hit. Yeah, so we're looking at the top of this channel being hit by Monday. So we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna do a full retrace of this here. So let's see. Boom. I don't know if we're gonna do a full retrace of this. I'll say that. It could come as low as 40.40 because we are currently in a downtrend. So let's see. You got to go macro to micro. So what we're gonna do now. So look at this, still in the same trend. But now we're just more on a micro level. And this is moving this way. Like that. This. So yeah, I need to see us break above here and then move to the upside. That's what I'm looking for. So this right here is still in a downtrend, near term. Okay. Once again, if it does want to come back, remember the market moves in halves, so 50% value, and it moves in wholes. And that's not it. It moves in 1.6s, 1 point, it moves in multiple. But I usually like to target my halves, my halfway points. So before I'll go bullish, I want it to come back here, 40.40. So that's what I'm seeing. So I do think we'll go down, maybe somewhere in here around 11 o'clock tonight. Maybe even a little earlier, or excuse me, a little later. We'll probably get that move, and then we'll start trying to make our way out of here. So we'll see. We'll see about that. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be sustained, a sustained move up. And the reason why I say that is because let's go to daily chart. All right, I'm gonna knock all of those drawings off. There we go. All right, and I say that because we just moved into a very important moon cycle. This is my moon indicators letting me know what's up. So I honestly think This moon should kind of stabilize this, bring us back down. I need to see a crack below. Let's see. Like that. All right. So what I'm gonna be waiting for is I do think we're gonna get a pop up today. Pop or over the next, let's just say 48 hours. Pop up next 48 hours. Come down, bing, break, test, and then make a move down, potentially to try to grab these. Right. There's a big gap right here. So big gap right here. Could grab these, those are buyers, because that is currently our nearest support. Okay. That is our nearest support area. Look at that. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. Look at that. It's clockwork, y'all. Resistance, resistance, support, 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 support. Let's continue back. Resistance, support, 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 support. Oh man, I don't get tired of doing this stuff. Support, 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 resistance, support, 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 support. Yeah, so that's been a long time support. You're looking at July 2021. This one line has been support since then. And look at that. Like I always tell you all, what once was support, once you get below it, becomes what? Resistance. And that's exactly what that is. So we had resistance, we got above, gave us a nice gap up, and boom, there we go. So I would like to see, because often when something is made, when something's turned from resistance to support, you often get a test to let you know that it's real. What do I mean by that? We'll go back and just look at examples. So let's look at, I mean, shit. Here's one right here. So look, makes it above. I'm going to take the moon phase off. All right. Makes it above on this candle. This candle comes down just to let you know it's support. Show me it's real. Come down and test this damn line and let me know it's support. Because it shows you back here. Look, it blew through it. All right. So support blew through it. Oh man, it's resistance now. Show me it's real. Came up, boom. There's your test to the line right there. And then it leaked. Came back up, tested the line again, leaked. Came back up, broke the line, support, just to let you know it's real. It supported it, ran off, came back, boom, broke through. Show me it's real. It's no longer support. I need to see that as resistance. Came up, resistance, leaked. Came back up, showed you resistance again, leaked. Came back, showed you it was resistance one more time, leaked. You see how this shit works? All right. This is how it works. So once again, I like to see, you got to show me that it's real, right? So if you want this to be support, I am waiting. So it gapped up. I've never had any support or any testing to show me that it's real. So I need you to bring your butt on back down. 43.11. That's a $120 fall. Excuse me, $140 fall. I need you to bring your butt back down. Show me it's real. Test me some support, and then we can run off. Then we can run off. All right. Where would we run to? I don't know. Maybe to test. Because this is the one we're getting ready to test here next. So that's resistance. Look at that. Resistance, resistance, resistance. So I think we're going to come up here on, yeah, yeah. I think we're going to come up on that this week to hit that, to show that it's resistance. It'll link back down. I personally think, seeing that we're going into a bare moon as well, that's what I'd like to see. And then, yeah, from there, you know, if it wants to make its way back up, after it tests that line, we're probably going to try to take out that this area in here, one of these two. So yeah, that's me near term. That's what I'm looking for. I'd like to see that type of move up. Like I said, it could take 48, 72 hours to get that move up. Because that's gonna be a nice move. What's that, 50 points? So that's a 50 handle move up. And then it could take another week or two to get back down, break it, and then head down. So I would expect by the end of June for us to come back down to this line and maybe even break it. Show it's real. Show me it's real, baby. So once you break it, test, show it's real, make us move down, test, support, show me it's real. That is what I'm going to be looking for. And hey, we'll see. Now, once again, before anybody asks me, because I'm sure somebody will say, hey, can you teach me about that moon? Can you teach me about this? Can you teach me about that? You do not need to know anything about the moon, anything about what I trade with Mercury, anything I trade with Saturn, the sun. You don't need to know anything about this next level stuff, right? Until you have the basics down. I am teaching you the basics right now. I'm teaching you support and resistance. I'm teaching you the technical analysis you need to know. My next level stuff that I don't want to put on YouTube because I don't want anybody stealing my shit. I don't want you asking me about that if you don't already know this stuff. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you know this stuff, you are already profitable, my friend. If you truly know this stuff, you will be profitable. You will be a profitable trader. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So when I hear people say, Tay, I'm ready for the next level, you gotta teach me this, you gotta teach me that. I say, no, you're not ready yet. Otherwise, if you were ready, I'd know, right? I know you'd be profitable. You tell me how much money you've made. You'd be so happy and ecstatic and yada, 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 right? Now, to be totally transparent, when people ask me about that next level stuff and they're like, hey, I'm ready for the next level stuff, that's where I charge you because I'm not putting that shit on YouTube. You're not going to get these motherfuckers out of Atlanta creating courses off the shit I teach. All right? Because there's plenty of them. They take stuff off the free webs and then they make a course out of it and then say they did it. They don't give any love back to the source. They don't tell you where they learned it from. Then they sell it. And then as they sell it to all of these people, it just stops working like it used to. All right. So once again, I'm not putting a lot of my next level stuff on the internet for free, especially. So with that all being said, anybody who complains, why's your next level stuff got to charge? Why do you have to charge for it? My first thing is to say, hey, that just means you're not ready for it because you're not even profitable. Because if you're profitable, you won't complain. If you're profitable off the free stuff, you will not complain when I say, okay, you ready for the next level? You can come join the mentorship. All right. So I just have to put that stuff out because people are crazy nowadays, man. People are crazy. Especially when it comes to even being paid for a gift, for my gift, right? I have a gift for this stuff, the way I teach. And I hear people all the time, well, not all the time, but you just have these few idiots who are like, oh, and you're going to charge me for it? Or you're going to charge for it? It's like, well, where do you work for free at? Like, which one of you motherfuckers are working for free? I go to work every day and I don't ask for a paycheck. Right? Like I've never understood that. Like people are so fucking entitled that they want LeBron James to dribble a basketball for free. They want Oprah to do her talk shows for free. They want everybody to do this stuff for free. And when anybody has, some type of gift, they're like, hey, why are you charging for your gift, big dog? Give me that thing for free. So I have to say this just because I know that there's some free people out there. All right. And if that's you, that's cool. Come to the YouTube, learn your game. Hey, ride off into the sunset. You got it for free, baby. It's all good. Other than that, all I ask for in return for me showing up and doing this stuff for free is a little love. That's all. I just want a little love. Comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to share my shit. All right. This has been another STB Market Watch. I appreciate everything. Appreciate all the love. And I'll see you all on the next one. Let's have another great profitable week. Talk soon.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These products